What are my thoughts on the gastric sleeve? LaKeisha, that is a great question. I love the gastric sleeve as a bariatric procedure. It is a surgical procedure in which they take your stomach, which is under most circumstances when you've got enough weight to lose to need a gastric sleeve, your stomach is stretched out to about the size of a 2-liter Coke bottle. Okay. What they do with the gastric sleeve is that they fold the stomach into itself and create a passageway inside the stomach that's about the size of a banana. So what you have now is decreased surface area and the ability to feel satiety or to feel full almost immediately when you start eating. So as long as you embrace that and don't try to eat around it, you lose great amounts of weight. And unlike other surgical procedures where they used to cut the stomach or create a gastric bypass situation, there's no real sequela to the gastric sleeve. Worst case scenario, something is not right and you need to have it released. It's literally like a zipper. They can just go in there and unzip it and your stomach goes back to its formal state. But the gastric sleeve is a wonderful gastric procedure. It works wonderfully. It results in dramatic amounts of weight loss. And they're calling the gastric sleeve the surgical cure for diabetes, because a person can have diabetes, bad diabetes, on insulin, diabetes, just blood sugars out of control. They get the gastric sleeve, and the third day they're off insulin. Now, they have not lost enough weight in 3 days to make a dramatic effect on their diabetes. But what they have found out is that the stomach has a neurohormonal function that is very integral to the diabetic disease state, and that if you take that away, then you basically are removing the diabetes. And so a lot of people that got gastric sleeves have found that they are able to totally stop taking their diabetes medications. The vast majority of them are cutting down on their diabetes medications, but there are people that have been totally relieved of their diabetes disease state by getting that surgical procedure, the gastric sleeve. So what I recommend, I used to run a bariatric weight loss center. I was the primary care doctor there. I did not do the surgeries, but I prepared people before it and took care of people after the surgeries. And the gastric sleeve was just becoming popular when I stopped doing that. And the gastric sleeve, again, is still a procedure that I recommend.